Good afternoon. It's a beautiful day in Glendale, Arizona, 1st of April. And I thought I would, I've been having some emotions lately. So I thought I'm going to take a break and have an emotional day. Yeah, you got to do that now and then. So I've come to the cemetery here in Glendale, where my father has been buried. My father was ill back in 1972. He was young, and he passed away. So my mother and I and brothers came to this cemetery to make arrangements. And we found out that the cemetery plot was only $650, and you can bury 2 people in this cemetery plot. And here it is, the family stone, Wiley Long, and then you see my mother's name, Frankie, there. Now, Wiley is buried here, but my mother is not. So after she passed away, I came here and I said, hey, we paid for 2 people to be buried here. But we've made other arrangements, my brother and I. She was cremated. And I wanted to know if I could get some money back. Just trying it. And they said no. So what I did is I said, well, can I at least have a nameplate with her name on it placed next to my dad? And so therefore they went ahead and did that, which was very nice. I would come here after that several times to sit, ponder. I brought my children here one time to show them Grandpa's grave. We sat down and had a little Bible study. Just trying to make some encouragement from the situation of people dying. But my spiritual belief is that there will be a resurrection. All of these people could probably come back to the earth. So the salesman told us that if we paid a little bit more money than the $650, then we could afford a space next to the Jesus statue. And how nice that would be to be planted closer to Jesus than the other people. And these plots are now $5,000 and $10,000. But at the time, my mom didn't mind saving money. She didn't mind saving money at all on the plot. And I looked at my mother and I says, well, now wait a minute. There's the Jesus statue here. And then just right over here is this tree. Now you can see how huge and beautiful this tree is. It's just magnificent. But at the time in 1972, it was no bigger than my wrist. So I thought, and so was the other trees around here that weren't as big as they are now. So I told my mother, I said, I would rather be Dad over close to this tree here. And I respect the tree as being a symbol closer to God than a concrete statue. And she said, okay, let's do that. So we planted him right next to this tree that was no bigger than my wrist at the time. And I'm glad we did. Because here in the hot Arizona sun, it's a shady spot to come back to. David Peterson, a childhood friend, is buried over there. He died at age 14, about the same time. So I'm going to go over there and see if I can find his gravestone. But I've been neglecting this monument here. You can see it's filthy dirty and everything. When I was about 20 something years ago, I would come through here and with a paper towel and some Windex, and I would enjoy spending some mental and emotional time cleaning it up. But I've been away from this area for a while, so, but it still looks fine. It's a nice little marker for what that's worth. And of course, my mom and him and David Peterson, I believe they will be back again. So looking forward to that. So thank you for letting me share.